little stuff like that, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Restlessness. And one of the things that people have been saying, like, when did this...
And a YouTube sector spirals into darkness. What began as a space for humor, commentary, and digital debate has metastasized into something far more sinister. And once light-hearted content has decayed into a chaotic battlefield of spirals into dark impersonation. What began as copyright fraud, humor, commentary, and digital debate weaponized law enforcement something far more sinister. At the center of this storm now stands Octavius Prime, into a once untouchable voice of justice and impersonation. What began as copyright fraud, commentary, and malicious campaign weaponized law enforcement is not a mere clash of content. The storm now stands on scale digital assault. Once unstraddled voice by justice and impersonation, now reputation, copyright fraud, and insanity alike. Once unstraddled voice by justice and impersonation, now several copyright fraud and insanity alike was eclipsed by a personal implosion, one triggered not by enemies, but by the person closest to him, his partner, and Solid Sunnnyi. In a shocking live stream, Sunnyi publicly revealed Ken Nola's alleged addiction to tramadol and a synthetic opioid known for its severe side effects. By a personal symptoms that hinted at a deeper mental not by enemies, but by the revelation was more than a relationship falling apart. Sunnyi, and in a shocking unraveling of a man in mental and emotional Nola's alleged addiction to tramadol, audience synthetic opioid Ken's controversial responded not with mockery and but retreat. For many, the lives and a YouTube sector spirals into darkness. What began as a space for humor, commentary, and digital debate has metastasized into something far more sinister. And once light-hearted content has decayed into a chaotic battlefield.
Yeah, I got it under control. Thank you.
Impersonation, copyright fraud, mental instability.
Make sure you hit the like button on the way in, y'all. Sorry about that.
At the center of this storm now stands Octavius Prime, a once untouchable voice for justice and integrity, now under siege by a coordinated and malicious campaign. And the attack is not a mere clash of content creators. It is a full-scale digital assault that straddles both the virtual and real world, threatening reputation, safety, and insanity alike. The rise and collapse of Ken Nola and Solid Sunnnyi. Not long ago, Ken Nola was a recognizable figure within YouTube's commentary landscape and active across several channels. His notoriety, however, was eclipsed by a personal implosion, one triggered not by enemies, but by the person closest to him, his partner, and Solid Sunnnyi. In a shocking live stream, Sunnyi publicly revealed Ken Nola's alleged addiction to tramadol and a synthetic opioid known for its severe side effects and potential for abuse. He described erratic behaviors, emotional withdrawal, and spiraling outbursts, symptoms that hinted at a deeper mental health crisis. Her revelation was more than a relationship falling apart, and it was the public unraveling of a man in mental and emotional freefall. The YouTube audience, once engaged with Ken's controversial commentary, responded not with mockery and but retreat. For many, the livestream signaled a descent into instability, not a petty feud. Ken Nola's once prominent voice faded into irrelevance. No longer respected and no longer trusted, he became a figure regarded with a mixture of pity and unease. Ken Nola, from controversial to catastrophic, Ken Nola's descent did not plateau. It worsened. And in subsequent live streams, he appeared increasingly incoherent, spewing vulgar narratives, and becoming obsessed with imagined sexualized events, scenes, and exploit YouTube's complaint systems. What emerged was not a creator seeking redemption, but a digital saboteur, a cautionary tale about what happens when platforms fail to enforce accountability in the face of addiction, mental instability, and rage. And the emergence of Judge Fefe, a new and terrifying player. As the situation worsened, a new and deeply troubling figure entered the scene, Judge Fefe. And though her name implies legal authority, Judge Fefe is no judge at all. She is a notorious figure in several sectors of YouTube, particularly the Latrice Allen sector, and where she has gained infamy for online harassment, doxing, impersonation, and psychological warfare. Judge Fefe's involvement began with an act of cruelty, doxing Kari and Solid Sunnnyi's own sister in a recorded incident, and Sunnyi pepper-sprayed Kari in the face, a moment of violence that pulled Judge Fefe out of the digital shadows and into public view, and court records paint a dark picture of Fefe's personal life. Labeled legally unfit to parent, she lost custody of her children after grotesque living conditions were uncovered, and including roaches discovered in her child's feeding tube. Legal documents, restraining orders, and mental health concerns surround her name. Yet in the digital world, and Judge Fefe has positioned herself as an enforcer, she has impersonated others in official communications and doxed innocent creators by releasing personal identifiers such as social security numbers and orchestrated false police reports, all under the guise of content creation. And one of her most disturbing acts involved impersonating the sister of Octavius Prime and contacting police in West Palm Beach to falsely report that Octavius was mentally unstable and armed near his elderly mother, an act of psychological terrorism disguised as public concern. And a coordinated network of deceit and violence together, Ken Nola, Solid Sunnnyi, and Judge Fefe have formed what some consider a digital crime ring, and their tactics include filing false DMCA strikes, submitting fraudulent privacy complaints, and instigating swatting attacks, manipulating law enforcement into emergency responses based on lies. These actions cross the line from online hostility into real-world criminality. And in many states, including Florida, such behavior could lead to felony charges involving misuse of emergency services, harassment across state lines, and cyberstalking. And despite being out on bond for physical assault, Solid Sunnnyi continues to engage in online harassment, bolstered by Judge Fefe's alleged direction. Together, they target channels and creators and families, bypassing YouTube's policies through impersonation and false identities. Resistance emerges the stand with Octavius Prime in the face of this darkness, and resistance has taken shape. Imherforite 74, a respected creator and mother from the same digital sector, recently came forward. She too was a victim of Judge Fefe's tactics, doxed and swatted and emotionally terrorized. Her family's safety was compromised, but rather than retreat, she chose to fight. She initiated legal action, others followed. Octavius Prime, and long targeted by this alliance, formally supported Imherfort 74 with a detailed letter documenting the shared pattern of abuse, fraud, and an impersonation at the hands of Judge Fefe and her associates. It marked the beginning of a new phase: collective accountability. The call for reform and platform responsibility and legal action. This isn't simply an expose of individual villains. It's a systemic warning. Platforms like YouTube must act. And reform is not optional, it's overdue. Legal takedown requests must be verified with identity checks and documented authorization.
Peace, everyone.
And impersonation in legal or safety-related reports should carry criminal consequences. Law enforcement agencies must be trained to identify patterns in digital harassment, swatting, and an abuse of emergency protocols. If these changes aren't implemented, predators will continue to exploit the system, not just to silence voices, but to ruin lives. Conclusion, and a digital battlefield, and the ones who still stand. What once was drama has transformed into a campaign of destruction. Ken Nola's Solid Sunnnyi and Judge Fefe have blurred the lines between online content and criminal behavior, weaponizing platforms, abusing authority, and terrorizing individuals. But even in darkness, and figures like Octavius Prime, Kari Shina, and Imherfort 74 continue to rise. They endure, they fight, they refuse to be silenced. Theirs is not a story of victimhood, but of resistance. It is a call to conscience, to reform, and to solidarity. And in this fight, they do not stand alone.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? How you doing, LGI? What's good? The vibes. King Timothy, Destiny. Shout out to everybody that's here. It has been a hot summer down here, man. But yeah, so what's been going on? They've been striking my channel. They tried it. You know what I'm saying? They definitely tried it. And I just been ignoring it because I know that's what they wanted. They wanted me to come out. Oh my God, I'm getting strikes on my channel. I'm getting strikes, y'all. You know, oh Lord, they're striking my channel. And think about it with the privacy strike. Hold on one second. With the privacy strikes, y'all, how that works. YouTube is very specific about the YouTube legal. It's not like the all be all, end all of all things. And so they've been sending these privacy complaints to my channel, like every other day. Also, I guess they've been attempting to call adult services on people that are not handicapped. And we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show about handicapped people that are online that are high risk. And matter of fact, let's talk about that. So the thing about Judge Fefe and and also even Solid Sunnnyi and Ken, they have all admitted on their own that they suffer from certain forms of mental issues, certified mental disabilities and stuff like that. They claim that they're crazy. They'll blame it on their mental illness and things like that. And the truth is, the thing is, we can call adult services on them because the state that they're living in is not doing their part to make sure that these mentally ill people are not harming themselves. And what they're doing is putting themselves at high risk, breaking federal laws, impersonating, commit acts of forgery, signing things, legal documents under false names and false narratives. So we see what it is, you know? So we definitely see what that is. And shout out to LGI, member for 10 months. Shout out to you. So the thing is, truthfully, they're the ones that fall under that issue of where they can be have ACS or adult services called on them because they're harming themselves and they're putting themselves at risk, breaking all these, calling the police, determining that people are targeting people, family members online, calling adult services, squatting the homes of people like myself, and I'm here for it. That is their thing that's their Achilles heel. I found it out. And it's absolutely legal. I mean, the thing is, if you're a victim of these people, especially Sunnyi got a whole situation where, and Akari was looking for that video, somebody told me, of where they were plotting to dox her. I mean, I got the video downloaded. So they don't have to take it down. Like, it was on Judge Fefe's channel where she did the interview of Sunnyi, where they were over there saying, okay, we're going to get Kari together. We're going to dox her ass, all that kind of shit. So Kari was on her channel last night talking about the fact that she can get the charges on Sunnyi upgraded because Sunnyi has been plotting and planning and scheming on her own sister with these strangers online that she never met. She never met Judge Fefe. She never met Ken Nola. And Sunnyi's putting herself at high risk of getting her charges upgraded, high risk of losing her children in that situation. And it's not Octavius. It's not Kari. It is Sunnyi that is doing it to herself. I know sometimes y'all falling for it, the romance scam that they got going on. 1 minute they fall out, 1 minute they good, 1 minute they're not good. It's all a facade. It's all a facade. You know what I'm saying? Them demons are gonna back each other all the way. They're gonna back each other all the way. You know what I mean? To the end. You know what I mean? So if anybody think they're gonna weave themselves into that little situationship that they got going on together, it's not gonna happen. It's definitely not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen at all. Those demons are codependent on each other. Of course they don't like each other. There's no love amongst devils, but they're codependent. We do know that they both have got out here and made all kind of odd statements about sexuality, the sexual practices, and also even when it comes to Ken, we have found out recently that he's a drug addict, allegedly, when it comes down to what Sunnyi had to say. And he's also claimed to be a drug dealer in the past. Is my sound bad, y'all? Hold on, let me see something. Is my sound good? Is it bad or what? Thank you for the cash app. Thank you for the cash apps, y'all. Let me make sure it sounds good. I gotta see. No, it sound good. Sound good. All right. Your sunshine was good. They just like us. What's good with you? Was I think I spoke to the vibes. Honey Gangsta Goddess was good. 5K. So shout out there. Showstopper was good. King Timothy was good. All right. So, as I was talking about the fact that, because I kind of got thrown off about the sound issue, I got kind of broke my stride a little bit. But the thing is, y'all, he is, yeah, that's what Ken has claimed to say, that he's a drug dealer. And so he said it publicly that he's a drug dealer. And right now, we do know that Sunnyi came out not too long ago. Star Bull put up the video. He replayed it. I downloaded it. You know what I'm saying? Where Sunnyi put it out that he is addicted to tramadol, a drug that is very addictive. It's like a cheap form of heroin. Okay. And it's also like a depressant. And it's also, in the gay community, a lot of people will take stuff like that in order to relax their muscles in their lower regions too. You know what I'm saying? So they can open up a lot easier. And as we have seen, someone has been doxing the hell out of Ken. They've been posting all these strawberry, pumpkin spice hair colors of him, you know, when he was younger, where he's been put out there, you know what I'm saying? He been all in the rain, his hair looking like Skittles and shit like that. He been tasting the rainbow, of course. What's going on, Ness? He's definitely been tasting the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, like y'all got to see those photos that they've been putting out of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a reason why he doesn't cam up, and he has like this Peabody. And I saw like the old video when he was over there on BS channel. His head all tightened up like this here. Like he has no shoulders. Has like no shoulders, no neck. It's like his head just put on top of a body with a big belly and a fupa. You know what I'm saying? That's how he look. I mean, and he loves going live, dragging Octavius. What's going on, Ness? He loves going live, dragging Octavius, talking about Octavius this, you know what I'm saying? Going all into my life, doxing people that's supposed to be all this little stuff, you know. And I just see that he's a fan. Like we have determined that he's mentally ill. Like the brother needs intervention. You know what I'm saying? He needs intervention. Like he's literally a heroin fiend, allegedly. We know that he said he deals drugs, so he's around drugs. He's dealing drugs to his mouth. Allegedly. That's what it looks like. You know what I mean? And that's what's going on with him. So with all those little rants that he be doing and everything, ever since we have found out that this brother is on tramadol, okay, and all these mentally ill patients and stuff that are attacking us, you know what I'm saying? We have weapons at our disposal called adult services. That's why they always talk about, we call adult services. Octavius, did you get a visit from adult services? Did they visit your mama from adult services? Well, my mom's not disabled, fuck nigga. My mom's not disabled. And she's an able-bodied person. She's not even on medication, okay? You know what I mean? So, like, whatever read that you feel like's going on in your life, or whatever, like, tragedies is going on in your life, what people can call ACS, or whatever kind of, like, state stuff that y'all got going on, it doesn't apply to Octavius Prime. It doesn't. It don't apply to nobody in my household. But guess who it does apply to? To you pill-popping, mentally ill patient ass niggas. That's it. I mean, that's y'all life, you know? So I know y'all want to see if I'm just talking trash. So let's go to it. Make sure I got everything. Make sure I ain't showing no sensitive information. And the last video got messed up because the last video, and this is just one of the notices that I got. So I'm going to show y'all this real quick. Go to Reaction Maker. All right, so let me go here. All right, so let me show y'all. OBS, you gotta be a little patient with. All right, here it is. All right. As you can see right here. All right, here it is. As you can see right here. I'm gonna see if I can go to the other one too. All right, let me go back. Want to put my camera on there, but it's all good. All right, say hi, Octavius Prime. We would like to inform you that we have received privacy concerns about your content. Before we review the content, we would like to give you the opportunity to review and, if necessary, modify or remove any potentially private information within the report. They done did this like how many times? Like at least they done said this at least like 3 times, 2 or 3 times on the same videos. Because the videos that I'm doing on these motherfuckers they're damaging. It is exposing the truth about who they are. So they're hurt. Secretly behind the scenes, these videos are doing damage. We're documenting all of the crimes. We're documenting all of the stuff that they're doing, you know what I'm saying, as far as getting out here, harassing content creators, and targeting content creators. They targeted Sheena the other day. And when we responded with the counter notification, when me and Sheena got together, and I did do the counter notification for Sheena, that's no problem. When I did do it, guess what I put in there? I said, you know what? These people have been banned from YouTube. FYI, YouTube, these people have been banned from YouTube, and here are all their URLs that shows where they've been banned from YouTube in a digital counter notification that was sent back. As a matter of fact, when I responded to them, all right, when I responded to them, it was the same thing. I actually let them know, like, okay, yeah, I'm being targeted. And they will say, okay, this is what they said originally, right? They targeted these videos at least 3 to 4 times, 2 to 4 times, like 2 to 3 times now. All right, it's in the same thing. It doesn't go through. It's already been reviewed multiple times by YouTube that these videos are sound. I don't have y'all photos. I don't have y'all emails. I don't have y'all first and last name. So a lot of times when you do videos on these clowns on the internet, what they like to do, like I had an issue last year with somebody, they do use their first and last name on YouTube, but when you put it out there as your stage name on YouTube, then they can properly put it in there. It's no longer a privacy concern because you have made your name a public figure's name. I have not officially made my first, middle, and last name a public figure name. All right? I have not done that. My public figure name is Octavius Prime or Octavius Prime. All right? So somebody do a video on me, okay, I have to eat that. You know what I'm saying? All right. So as you look in the report, it said, please find below the list of the reported content, reported video timestamps. There were no timestamps. So the lazy motherfuckers didn't even go through the video to find any timestamps to even say this was the issue, that was the issue. It was just like a basic plain report. I have done multiple privacy complaints. I don't know how they actually get them through without actually giving a timestamp or something for, you know what I'm saying, the person to respond to. There was nothing there. These videos don't involve their personal life. I don't dox on my channel, and I definitely wouldn't dox no weird individual, give myself any kind of situationship for some mentally ill crackhead, tramadol popping, weird roaches and feeding tube ass niggas and maggot leg ass niggas to put me in any kind of criminal situation whatsoever. Octavius ain't finna do that. I'm not desperate like the ops are. Okay? So this is what they got up there. All right? So these are the videos, as you see, you know, these are the videos right here where they get the privacy concerns. I guess they felt some kind of way because the last video that I did where Marcus and Kiki popped up, I made a mistake. I was trying to block something out, and YouTube stuff is kind of janky with the blur, and it blurred like the first 30 minutes of the show. And it was only supposed to be like 30 seconds. All right. So these are the videos, and YouTube responded. So I had wrote back to them. And guess what I also put in there? Terminated channels. Mentioned stage names only. Solid Sunnnyi Reborn. Solid Sunnnyi. Ken Op King. Chef King Demon. Ken Nola News. Lady Nola. Ken Nola, these are all of the channels that Octavius himself has annihilated from the space. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And there are more to come. All right, still active, suspected of ban circumventing. Solid Sunnnyi LLC, Ken Nola Babe, Ken Nola Food. All right. And we also said the individuals behind these complaints formerly operated under stage name Ken Nola and Solid Sunnnyi have publicly stated their intention to my YouTube channel removed through false privacy reports and coordinated harassment. They are retaliated after multiple terminations of their own channel. All right. And I asserted my rights there. Okay. Due process and any enforcement action. So we did respond. I don't got no problem showing y'all how to like fight against this weird stuff. But Judge Fefe said herself that she is the authorized representative for these two individuals. Talking about, I've been quiet, and I'm busy trying to strike pages. I'm still busy trying to strike me some pages. You know what I mean? And it went nowhere. Okay? It got rebuked in the name of Jesus. Sit back to the pits of hell. Okay? It got rebuked in the name of Jesus. Okay? And what did YouTube say in response to that? Let me see. All right, so YouTube basically responded back. I'll take it off. Hold up. Y'all seen enough of that. YouTube basically responded to that. Oh, you like that? Yeah. What's up? What's up? You say you like the platform. I'm sorry, y'all have been looking at this, the thing in a minute. All right. Your ZX Con. Okay, you got some crazy stuff. Okay, yeah, it went nowhere. So they little privacy complaints they've been doing and all this little stuff with these little cowards in the B sector and stuff like that. Supposed to be this, everybody supposed to be tough guys over there. You know what I'm saying? Niggas getting bullied, niggas shutting down pages, you know what I'm saying? YouTube cameras doing the moonwalk, you know what I mean? It like niggas just doing all kinds of stuff. But as you see, Octavius the forerunner, you know what I'm saying? Octavius the hero of time, you know what I'm saying? Octavius basically got that stuff backed up off him, wasn't even caring about it. Like I said, I don't put none of my channels, anything I do at risk for bums. Especially somebody that's a drug-infested weirdo that loves talking about sex. The man was over there the other day talking about like me playing with myself, talking all over my clothes, how my room may smell like, all kind of like jizz and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, you could just tell, like, this mental illness fantasies and shit. Like, the nigga brain rotting from all that goddamn tramadol that he's fucking using. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. You know what I mean? And so, like, I guess they thought they could come for the king. You know what I mean? And it didn't work. You know what I mean? Response. We go back to it. All right, let me go back to it and show y'all real quick. All right. So, hello, we have reviewed the complaint, determined that the content is accepted from removal based on our privacy guidelines, which can be found. It shows that content does not violate our policies and will remain on the site in the name of Jesus. We thank you for using YouTube. For more information about our removal process, please check out the following video. So we basically did what we needed to do. You know what I'm saying? So these junkies, you know what I'm saying? No weapon formed against me shall prosper, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing happening. Now that you have done these things to me, you know what I mean? There will be a response. You know what I'm saying? There will be the return of the Jedi, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was the day of the Empire supposed to strike back. You know what I'm saying? Return of the Sith or whatever the fuck that's supposed to be. But nigga, when we get active and we get to talking to YouTube about what y'all got going on, the conversation has already begun. All right? Congratulations to Solid Sunnnyi on her 1,000. I'll be happy in the next couple of months when she starts to work on her another 1,000. Okay? You know what I mean? When she get another page, you'll have to work on another 1,000. We just gonna put it like that, my nigga. All right? You know what I mean? Like what they said what they said in what Omar said, when you come for the king, you best not miss, nigga. Y'all niggas miss. Y'all niggas miss. You too, Judge Fefe. And right now, because all of you have been determined as wards of the state, and y'all are doing all this weird criminal activity on YouTube, I might have to call adult services I might have to call adult services on Lily, because you're out here spazzing out. Obviously, you're on some kind of like psychotropic drugs or something like that. Like you're the SSI nigga. You're the food stamp motherfucker. Same thing with Sunnyi. We know that her ass, if she put it online that she got a chronic depression last year. She suffered from severe chronic depression. So this is like the third time YouTube done wrote me back and say, hey, everything good, bro. Don't worry about nothing. Man, continue using YouTube, my nigga. We love your content. We like what you do. You entertaining. All right. Okay, now there's been some small debate, and I wasn't gonna say anything, but there's been some small debate about the street sector and who created the street sector. Kiki created the street sector. Point blank, period. The hashtag and the name street sector came from Kiki's channel. Period. All right. And proof of that, when you get your girl opinionated over there was being shared out, I got a live with me and Sunnyi on this channel. It's talking about we don't know what the fuck no goddamn Atlanta street interview sector is. Last year, 9 months ago, you niggas was calling Atlanta street interview sector, whatever space that y'all in. So I guess that shit done collapsed. Now you trying to come over here and glue yourself to me. You trying to glue yourself to Octavius street sector. Last year, I declared myself the emperor of the street sector because you niggas abandoned it. You niggas said that y'all don't know what the fuck the street sector is. And now the shit, since the niggas shit spiraling, niggas go live for like a trillion years. You know what I'm saying? Can't hit 500 views and shit. And now they want to start saying, oh, the street sector this, and we'll rewrite history and rewrite this and rewrite that. Like, dude, you're showing no receipts. You can go to Opinionated's channel, Opinionated, who was sent over here by Marcus. She said she came from Marcus herself. Marcus introduced her, and they were kind of called the Atlanta Street Interview Sector. First time I heard somebody even utter that term, Atlanta Street Interview Sector, was when BS started going over there, and now you got them Judas ass, traitorous ass niggas thought you was gonna get some clout, went over there and got up on her thumb and shit like that, and start, I guess, doing ass kissing and moonwalking and doing whatever the fuck you niggas want to do. Now, speaking of BS, so I was over there in the Latrice Alice sector listening to I Am Here For It. Make sure y'all subscribe to her. She's on my community wall. I was over there listening to, what they got going on over there. So allegedly, while VS and Fefe, when they were linked up, because Fefe herself came over here and told us about the link up with VS and Judge Fefe was over there trying to cause all kind of havoc and shit. All right. So allegedly they were saying something about social security numbers were being doxed and shit. All kind of weird ass, weirdo shit they was over there allegedly doing, you know what I'm saying, in that space. And, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? And it's become to my understanding that BS doesn't want her name talked about in these spaces, where she should have thought about that when she came out here doing all the fuck shit she's been doing for years. Okay? And this is not my report. This is what I've heard not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? This is allegedly the stories that's going on in Latrice Allen sector, and they backed that motherfucker out of that goddamn sector. They cast that bitch into outer darkness. Same thing with Judge Fefe, big ass. Now that was a hell of a feat, because Judge Fefe is heavy as fuck. My 600-pound, 700-pound motherfucking life. Okay? You know what I'm saying? As you can see in this goddamn photo right here. That's when I envision that motherfucker, that's how I envision that nigga to look. Okay? You know what I mean? Because you notice these goddamn trolls, the only troll that's turning on their camera is the half a body maggot leg bitch. Sunnyi. That's it. That's it. Yeah, they insist on rewriting history. They insist on trying to find any kind of relevance and everything like that. But y'all was calling it Atlanta Street Interview Sector. Come on now. You know what I mean? Like, I guess the thing is, find you some content. That's not content. It's trying to like claim something and rewrite history. Like, we already had that debate last year. I said I didn't know what the hell that was. Marcus had his following, and that's cool. Before me and Kiki came over here, that's cool. They had 200,000 subscribers. But what we called it was the street sector over here. The street sector started here with Kiki and Octavius. I was the one that got the video. I showed y'all the video with Brianna and Marcus. I was the one that downloaded that video to give to Kiki to put up there. I was co-hosting with her at the time. You know what I'm saying? On her page. So the debate is over. Like, I entertain that bullshit, but like going down memory lane and giving content to the content-less niggas is not something I'm finna do, bro. Like, it's just not. You know what I mean? I'm out here taking all the risks. I'm the one around here got the weirdos attacking me, doing all that weird ass shit to me. I'm the one got to worry about my channel getting porn bombed and all that weird ass shit. Niggas know my name. Niggas know where I live, supposedly. Niggas know where our family live, all that little shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one taking all the risks. Meanwhile, I got trolls that don't want, and still images that got a lot to fucking say. You know what I mean? Turn your camera on. You know, turn your camera on and show yourself, and then your views will go up. Shit, take a risk, nigga. You know what I mean? And that ain't directed to one person, because I know, oh my God. You know what I mean? Oh my God. And I'm trying to tell you, like, listen, bro, I'm not here to go back and forth with you niggas. You see Ken was over there doing all that little weird shit, making up all the sexual fantasies and the gay shit that he do with himself, all the playing with himself, masturbating, all that weird shit that he does. Like, I didn't go live and respond to that goofy ass shit. For what? For what? All right, so I gotta take this down. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll drop the link, but I'm gonna go ahead and just let y'all know. Yeah, and also I did write a letter for I'm Here For It in the Latrice Allen sector, you know what I'm saying, in support of her court case. I have a court case against Judge Fefe, you know what I mean, for February 26, 2026. I sent her the summons, and that's all I could send. The court case is under seal because it does involve private information, you know what I'm saying, that has been put out there. And like, I have every right to come out and speak on the things that she has said that she's going to do to my page. She got a title over there, says she's going to strike my channel. She's been said it multiple times. I'll let her know I got a legal process going on. And what I found out when I was listening to I'm Here For It, they was over there talking about the fact that Fefe had put a bogus in order case against her. And so the lady I'm Here For It is basically combating that. I wrote a letter basically detailing the things that I experienced with Judge Fefe, the squatting, the intimidation, you know what I'm saying? The false flagging, things like that, that's taking place with my channel. But all in all, really the criminal activities that's taking place, all right, with this lady. And the criminal activities that have taken place are the squatting, the impersonation of my sister, you know what I mean, lying, saying I had a gun, just basically, and also just public embarrassment, putting my information online, you know, for over 1,000 people. It was almost 1,000 plus, to, if not 1,800 people were in that chat, if whether they were real or not. They were there to see whatever happened. All right. So let me go ahead and get y'all. Yeah, they did a lot. That my family court has a case against Fefe too. November 18th, 2025. Damn. So I'll drop the link. You can come up and tell us about that. All right. Again, y'all, I can't. Somebody said there's 200 people in the chat. I really can't see it because I use OBS. Please hit that like button. The admittance to being at my channel is $100 per person. But if you don't have $100, the like button is free 99. Help the poor righteous teacher. Help poor Octavius just with the like button. I know y'all like to send me no money. Yeah, I got one cash app, and bless your heart in the name of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? For that cash app. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, you want to support me, hit the like button, and YouTube will take care of the rest with the monetization if you ain't got it. If you got it, you know what I'm saying? Bless the brother. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, I'm just asking for a like, man. Please. Please, just hit the like button. All right? All right, so I'm going to drop the link for y'all. The link is dropped. So if you got any information on that, I'd love to hear about that. Any information on that, I'd love to hear about that. Hit the link and hit that like button, y'all. Yeah, hit that link, hit the link, and or hit the like button. Yeah, all three of them stank. That's right, Destiny. So yeah, like to recap what's going on, y'all. That what Fefe, Ken, Sunnyi, Fefe says she's their authorized representative. They've been targeting the page. They've been hitting me with a lot of privacy complaints. I've been getting caption complaints. I've been getting a whole bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube said no. YouTube basically said all the videos that I do are legit. They're not violating anybody's privacy. And we also learned a lot from the Latrice Allen sector content creator named I Am Here For It. I was over there in the chat. We learned about allegedly Fefe was alleged to be in the bed next to her son masturbating, touching herself. And as we know, there has been taking place with what has been put out there in the beef black sector, Mo3 sector as of late. J Dunn allegedly doxed and put out the photo of Fefe spread eagle in the bed, touching herself and things like that. So we do know that she does this type of activity, pleasuring herself, and it's been documented in both sectors. So you got the Latrice Allen sector that this supposedly took place a few months ago or however long it took place. But these are some dark, demonic people. And all of them have done one thing. They all are ominous. They all have shown their disdain for children. They have all shown their evil towards children. Sunnyi got a CPS cases that she told us about online, saying that she said that she's on a safety program. Okay, so safety, which means basically those children are gone already. They're just waiting just to find just what they said they're just giving her due process to just say, Your Honor, we exhausted all. That's what they do in the court. They exhaust all remedies for the person. They want to say that we gave opportunities, things like that. And we see Sunnyi going down the same path with the drinking. Kari said yesterday that Sunnyi is continuously drinking, which is not what she's not supposed to be doing. She's drinking. She's getting drunk online. Getting drunk, getting toasted online while she's on this safety plan where she's not supposed to be basically showing those kids online. She ain't supposed to be up there drinking online. And all this stuff has happened after the whole internet has been in her business and found out what is going on. Plus, she has also teamed up with Judge Fefe to get her sister doxxed. It's on Judge Fefe's channel. The day she got out of jail, they was her, Ken Nola, all of them were teaming up to get her the sister doxxed. All right. I did a stream not too long my stuff in the court. And so what, Car, if you're listening, go to victim services. You don't have to go and get you an attorney. You don't have to do this alone. Go to victim services in your state. Just call victim services in your state and let them know that you're a victim of domestic simple battery that took place in your home. And there's a lot of issues surrounding that. You have been targeted. You have been all this kind of stuff. They will help you with the issues that you have going on with your sister. That if you don't feel safe based off her actions and the things she's done online, there's help for you. You don't have to do this alone. It's stressful trying to do this type of court stuff on your own, but you have all remedy to do so. Shout out to God, body. Make sure, yeah, the link is pinned. If anybody want to come up, hold on. I might have somebody in the back. I didn't even check. Oh, damn. What's going on, Sheena? I got Sheena in the back. I'm just want to certify that it's her. Sheena, you there? Sheena, you there? Oh, okay. Sheena, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, I'm just checking and see if it's her. Hold on. All right. What's going on, Sheena?
Nothing. First of all, of course, I want to say
Are you still there?
then step right on in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. You stepped in, and I appreciate that because I knew a little bit about the flagging and all that, but what they've been doing is just out of control. Like, come on, y'all, it ain't that serious, or it is to y'all. You could tell they're a bunch of miserable people. But I do want to say thank you because a lot of people is coming to my channel like, oh, you got Octavius doing this and doing that. And I want to say I'm sorry if people has been attacking you for helping me because that's not really fair. Even though you are a man, even though you know about the beef sector and how these people beef, that's truly not fair because it seemed like the attacks start coming more when you start standing up for what's right and speaking about these characters. They start attacking you more, and I apologize.
No, it's not your, and I'm not just saying that there's be
For that because
great.
I noticed that
I'm
they
not
try to
saying it.
attack everybody that's to me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say this to be sounding like I'm so gracious and like no, they already had their issues with me. This is beyond anything to do with you. That because they've been making threats against me before this whole ordeal. Like that Judge Fefe lady, like that lady had sent police to my home. You know what I'm saying? Or to my family's properties, and for no reason. Like I had no issues with this lady. I didn't do anything to her. Like she was talking trash to me on a panel, and I thought that we had no issues. You know what I'm saying? From last, she used to be a moderator over here at one point. I never knew her like that. You know, but you know, the attacks, that's old stuff. You know, with her connections to people that haven't liked me for years, including Ken and Sunnyi.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, for example, with the Fefe lady, she don't even know me, and she's just constantly fake flagging my channel. I don't know this lady. I already know her role. I already seen how she reacts on all these bigger channels with like roles. I've been seeing her in and out the other sectors, and I'm like, oh hell no! You could just feel bad news from this lady. So I hit somebody's panel the other day, and like, what's up? What's your problem with me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you flagging my shit. What's the problem? Which my channel's green. I keep telling her it ain't going nowhere. but the lady didn't know how to address me as a lady. It was just blah, 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 blah. It's a bunch of nonsense. And it's like, y'all don't even know how to talk as people. So you said, I'm saying, you adding yourself into something that's been going on. And this bitch, this other one is acting like she's such a victim and she's such an angel. And we all know she's still drinking. She's still doing what she's doing around them kids. I don't care what anybody
Yeah,
say.
Car
So,
was live last night and said that she's ordering alcohol every day.
and the dad is getting it, I heard.
Yeah,
The dad,
dad's getting alcohol. So, like, the thing is, like, these, like, see, it seems like it's just like Octavius is just doing whatever he's doing to this innocent lady in the wheelchair. But let me tell you something: this innocent lady in the wheelchair done sent all kind of foul ass shit to my to people. You know what I'm saying? To in my private life. You know what I'm saying? She's doxed me from the beginning. You know what I mean? And like the first time I even came across this lady, she doxed me. And I didn't even know this motherfucker. I didn't know Sunnyi. You know what I mean? I didn't even know her. So like for people that are not in the know and just poor little lady in the wheelchair, that lady is a self-proclaimed demon. They say they're the demons. They worship the devil. Ken say he's the devil. Okay? It's some weird ass niggas.
I refuse to play in the devil's playpen with them. And they're all dark. You understand what I'm saying? When they say they worship it. No, I'm very spiritual and I just feel dark every time I talk about these people. It's just like, if I have to delete all the content, not because y'all want me to, I'm deleting it to clear my name and get my channel out of this bullshit because it's dark, it's not entertaining, we're not learning nothing. So I don't even care why people talk about who started what and what. It really ain't a fucking street sector. How many content creators is doing content on the street sector? 1, 2? Because
The only
I'm
person
battling
that's
out.
doing content on Marcus right now is you. Nobody else is doing no content on Marcus. To be honest, I haven't done
I'm
content on
battling out
Marcus.
gracefully.
Yeah, I haven't done content on Marcus in months. I'm just keeping it real. But I was just making it be known that last year they were trying to call it the Atlanta Street Interview Sector. We made it clear that we are the street sector. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said I'm the emperor of the streets. It was a joke to say I'm the emperor of the street sector because nobody was claiming it. Now
I
that
remember that. I
yeah,
remember that because everybody was, we done with the, I remember all that. And I was like,
yeah,
let them have it. And I was like, let him be the emperor because it really was, no other man blogger that was blogging or content creator in there besides Marcus doing the interviews. But it was just like, it's gone to the point where y'all want to go to not you in particular, but an all out war about this shit. Like, it's not even content.
right. Right, and like
It's
I
no
said,
way.
it's not. No one's doing the reviews right now. Um,
Mm-mm.
it's and like I said, I have no problem doing Marcus reviews and stuff like that, and I don't have no issues with Marcus at all. But the truth is, I'm just saying the truth is the truth, and I'm like people are trying to do destiny swaps and legacy swaps with people like y'all wasn't there for all of that. You wasn't. You like a lot of people was not there for a lot of things that transpired. You know what I'm saying? Back in 2023. All right, but that like we like I'm only entertaining it because it's like I guess they wanted a debate about it, but I'm just saying you guys were calling it something else. And if my thing is, I don't benefit from the rest of y'all. I don't. Y'all don't share my lives. Y'all are not part of it. The only person I'm connected with right now is Sheena. Y'all don't share my lives. Y'all don't participate with my lives. You know what I mean? All I have gotten from you guys is doxing, harassment, ridicule, attacks, lies. Everybody I've ever had issues with in other sectors, some kind of way you guys tried your best to even connect with people I had issues. Me and Kiki had issues with at one point. So, what benefit does it do me to say I'm connected to y'all? Y'all are the Atlanta Street Interview Sector. And that's cool. but you're not the street sector. You're not the street sector, and that's just a fact.
My thing is this: is it looks bad because uh, like people like me that wasn't
All right, did you go out? Did you check out?
bad
Okay.
because
Okay.
there was a lot of people supporting Marcus's channel for the interviewees. So I don't have nothing against Marcus. I love the interviews, but when it comes down to the connect,
Yeah.
it's just dark and I don't want no part of it. Saying my name, do you people know what I have been through since I have started breaking down these videos? First, I got attacked for standing up for Marcus not being or didn't R that girl. Then I got attacked for trying to give Sunnyi a chance. Like it just got to the point where I was always the target, and you still don't see me out here. I'm the victim. They doing this to me. I'm like a quiet person. I'm doing it behind the scene. And when the paperwork come, everybody will know when it come. So I have constantly got attacked, and when I know that it's under fire and the pressure is nasty and it's dark, I know how to move around. Everybody that's in the bushes that's looking for me to fail, you're only motivating me to do better. I pretty much after Octavius and them left, I was really the only ones out here. I was only ones breaking down the content
That's
from the
true.
interview.
That's true.
It was not about the drama. It was not about who was sexing who. And for people to discredit me or try to take away what I brought out here, I brought nothing but content when it came down to breaking down the interviewees. My channel has never been about Marcus's sex life. Once it started being about Marcus's sex life, I start backing up a little bit. I did a couple videos with Lewis because some of the subscribers had shared it with me, but I want to make sure that people know I don't have a problem with Marcus. I see the division where people is trying to make it as if I have a problem with Marcus. No, it's just too dark, and I need to go in a different direction. And when it comes to beefing and all that, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. If I just have to do river videos and travel videos, I'm fine with that until I get out of this algorithm. Because right now it seems like they're shadow banding me because these people is fake flagging my shit. And I'm constantly just fighting it back. So when I did a post the other day and said, Octavius, help me. Do you know, Octavius, they've been false flagging music, song. They just been false flagging all kind of shit that has nothing to do with them. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, how the hell can they flag this? And this is music, and it's not. It's just crazy. So I've been fighting back and back, and I'm waiting for them to respond on that one that they took with the 50K because that is my content, and it will be back up. Okay, let's just say that, and I'm not taking it down because that is a part of one of the interviewees that I followed. You
Right.
said I got Marcus's nutsack. And see, I'm tired of people thinking I'm with Marcus. I'm trying to sleep with Marcus. It was never that. If you watch my channel from the beginning,
Oh, did you? It sounded like you had broke up. Go
anybody,
ahead.
huh?
No, go ahead. It sounded like you had kind of bugged out. You went out for a second. But go ahead.
Oh, I said if they watch my channel, it's never been about any relationships or sexual content with anybody. It's always been about what we see in the interviews.
Right.
So
Right. I mean, my, I just like I said, I just wanted to entertain it just for the sake of just to let him know, like I'm not afraid to talk about the subject, but the truth is there has been no receipts back. Like when you make these certain kind of claims, y'all gotta bring receipts, and if you're not bringing no receipts on the stuff that you're saying, you know what I mean? Like you could go to opinionated first videos, opinionated. Oh, I forgot opinionated news or something like that. You go to her first videos, she's calling the Atlanta Street interview sector. The name Atlanta Street interview, not the name street sector came from Kiki's chat, and it was something she started using, and then I start putting it in my description, and I start using it as a hashtag. You know what I mean? Like that's when we start using it in our space. We were interviewing different people. You know what I mean? Not just Marcus. Marcus played a huge role in what we call the street development of what we call the street sector, but it's not his space. You know what I mean? He has every right to be named or whatever like that. I understand the following that he has that follow the street sector. You know what I mean? But you guys yourself abandoning what you came up with, and then you adopted what me and Kiki came up with, and that's a fact. You know what I mean? And
I
you know,
can't agree.
hold on one second. Hold on one second. Slow down because my internet was going, my upload speed doing some weird stuff. Oh, we back now. Okay, Okay, someone saying that he's targeting ZX is on Mark. Oh, okay, I mean, well, ZX, I've been knowing ZX for like almost 4 or 5 years. So ZX been seeing me do content on Marcus. Ain't nothing new to him. Come on now. He done seen me and Kiki do content on Marcus. So I mean, I guess it's his turn to get his weight up with that. I mean, if that's what he want to do, that's cool. You know what I mean? Marcus is a grown man. Marcus can handle that. You know what I mean? I don't see no difference. And then what I said and what Marcus could say. I'm just being real.
All right. And I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm not fighting ZX if he is doing people coming under my comments. Oh, ZX is cool. We can. And now he's messing with Marcus. That has nothing to do with me.
Right.
Nothing at all.
Right. I mean, and to be honest, the video that ZX did, you come to my channel, tell me what the fuck ZX did. His shit, it didn't even hit 300 views, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't here to defend ZX, but don't come to my channel. Message y'all time that person out that brought that information. Don't promote nobody else in my fucking chat because nobody promotes me. All right, time that person out. All right.
I shared you out.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I share you out too. But I'm just saying, if he go live, he's acting like he never seen me do street sector content. ZX be in my clouds if he's not in the clouds right now. So don't get it. That old man don't miss shit. You know what I mean? So like whatever he got going on, that's cool. If he want to follow in the footsteps that I had last year, and he want to have outrage about something that I've already done, been there, done that, that's cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But if the thing is, shit. We've been spoken about. Everybody know Marcus. We talked about it on Envy's channel that Marcus admitted that at one point he had a sexual addiction. Now, what he's doing with these interviewees, I'm like, it's cringe. Some of this shit is cringe. I seen with Summer legs. She was standing on some like little thing or something like that, and her legs were pretty much cocked open. You know what I mean? First, you see her breast, you see it's presented, her breast is poked out. You know what I mean? It's sexual in nature. You know what I mean? A lot of the content is sexual in nature, and sex sells. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So, I mean, the content's been there for a long time, and if somebody got something to say about it on their channel, they have every right to speak on it on their channel. I'm not here to defend Marcus about what ZX got to say. Neither am I here to support ZX and what he got to say about Marcus. But it's already known that he has a sexual addiction. And I do feel like he may be putting himself at risk again of high embarrassment. You know what I mean? Picking up women 3 a.m. You know what I mean? That,
your sound is in and out.
Oh, okay. Can y'all hear me better? Okay, yeah, but I'm saying, like, I do feel like Marcus may be at risk for falling back into that issue that he had about a year ago. Are my sound jacked up? Hold on, just let me see something. Just take over for a second. Let me see if I can fix some stuff.
Okay. Well, let me say this first and
Mm.
foremost. When everybody was coming for Marcus, I just stood up on what I knew was the truth. Like, I didn't see that. But when it comes to people doing content on Marcus, I am not the one to come fight on because I'm not doing it. Okay. Yes, I consider Marcus as a brother. I consider a lot of people as brothers. Will I do bad content on Marcus? No. I'm just not fighting. People has been coming to me like I'm the Marcus savior. I'm in love with Marcus. It's nothing like that. So I'm glad I'm on this beefing platform where y'all can know it ain't that. Yes, he helped my channel. I ain't gonna lie. When I went to interview Marcus behind the scene, it was like getting raw and uncut. The interviewers and the people on the streets do really care for Marcus. You see what I'm saying? But what we're just seeing on YouTube, I just don't want a part of it. So I ain't got no beef with ZX. If that's telling me ZX is doing this and it's cool with this and that, I don't care. That's not my content. You're
All right.
just gonna get deleted and blocked. But go ahead, I'll push you back.
All right. Does that sound better? Does my audio sound any better, y'all? Can you hear me, Sheena?
I hear you, but
Does it
I
sound does
see
it
the
sound
chat.
terrible? Does it the internet sound I mean, did my voice sound terrible?
No, not
Oh,
to
okay.
me, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all let me know. I know y'all I'm like a minute in the future. It sounds good now? Let me know. Oh, it's good? Okay, cool. All right, yeah, like I said, yeah, when it comes down to those situations, I mean, ZX wants to do content on Marcus. That's his prerogative. Um, and my style of content of how I do things, I do try to be fair. At least that's how I feel. You know what I mean? Other people can argue against that. They can say, Octavius, you full of shit, or whatever they got to say. But, you know, everybody has their own internet channel, and everybody has their own thing they got to say. And because Z said it, it doesn't make any difference. You know what I'm saying? That's just all I have to say about that. You know, shout out to him and everything he want to do in all his endeavors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here because
All right.
this shit is so messy and petty. It's crazy. I don't
Yeah.
want no parts of it. I'd rather just do my little.
Anytime. Anytime. All right. Let me go back here. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Let's see what it likes at. I did want to talk to that one individual that said they had some things going on with old girl, but it's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. Usually I go live a lot earlier up in the day. Let's get the likes up to 150 if possible. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. You know what I mean? If you haven't sent a cash app, you know what I mean, and you don't have the money, the like button is free 99. Please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. Um, like I said, to recap the issues with Judge Fefe did state that she was going to start attacking channels. That's why she haven't been live. I have been receiving multiple privacy complaints, at least 2 to 3 of them. Each time YouTube has denied it. You know what I'm saying? Everything's good. We did link up with I Am Here For It. She tagged me like a week or two ago on through YouTube. And, you know, a lot of her people start subscribing to the channel over here. We did go over there, I think was Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Was it Thursday or Wednesday? Thursday or Wednesday. And hold on. Thursday or Wednesday, we did end it. Hold on. All right. Thursday or Wednesday, we did go over there and we did see some of the information that they had on Judge Fefe. It was horrendous. She has a horrible reputation in other spaces like the Latrice Allen sector. She pretty much burnt both sides over there. You know what I mean? The spaces that are fighting each other. And so, um, We learned a lot over there, and we in full support of I'm here for it when it comes down to her legal pursuits against Judge Fefe, and that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? So I want y'all to go ahead and hit the like button. Hold up, someone keeps saying my sound is bad. Oh no. Pretty much it. So I want y'all to go ahead and hit the like button. The sound good. My sound is good. Somebody keep hitting me and telling my sound is horrible. Sounds good from what I'm hearing. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I know people live all over the space. That's good. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that came through and support. Um, you know, like I said, with the street sector situation, um, my earlier videos, we already been there, done that. And like I said, if it feels good for people, like I said, I rock with Sheena and I rock with other people in the street sector too, like Brown Eye, Godbody, you know what I mean? It's a lot of people I do rock. On that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. My internet is doing some weird stuff, like the upload is acting completely crazy. So I'm gonna get up out of here, but I appreciate everybody come through. Hit that like button. I done hit 1,000 views already, so I'm good with that. And we'll be back, and I'll bring y'all more information next time. In the meantime, if you didn't see, let me go ahead and close this.
Prime, a once untouchable voice for justice and integrity, is now under siege by a coordinated and malicious campaign. And the attack is not a mere clash of content creators. It is a full-scale digital assault that straddles both the virtual and real world, threatening reputation, safety, and insanity alike. The rise and collapse of Ken Nola and Solid Sunnnyi. Not long ago, Ken Nola was a recognizable figure within YouTube's commentary landscape and active across several channels. His notoriety, however, was eclipsed by a personal implosion, one triggered not by enemies, but by the person closest to him, his partner, and Solid Sunnnyi. In a shocking live stream, Sunnyi publicly revealed Ken Nola's alleged addiction to tramadol and a synthetic opioid known for its severe side effects and potential for abuse. She described erratic behaviors, emotional withdrawal, and spiraling outbursts, symptoms that hinted at a deeper mental health crisis. Her revelation was more than a relationship falling apart, and it was the public unraveling of a man in mental and emotional freefall. The YouTube audience, once engaged with Ken's controversial commentary, responded not with mockery, but retreat. For many, the livestream signaled a descent into instability, not a petty feud. Ken Nola's once prominent voice faded into irrelevance. No longer respected, and no longer trusted, he became a figure regarded with a mixture of pity and unease. Ken Nola, from controversial to catastrophic, Ken Nola's descent did not plateau. It worsened. And in subsequent live streams, he appeared increasingly incoherent, spewing vulgar narratives, and becoming obsessed with imagined sexualized events, many of them grotesque, and some allegedly referencing minors. His focus shifted from commentary to delusion. He spun disturbing fictional stories about others, fixated on strangers' bodies, and immersed himself in fabricated sexual accounts. His behavior crossed a moral and psychological threshold, and it no longer resembled a YouTuber spiraling, it resembled a person unraveling entirely. Despite his waning relevance, Nola remained dangerous, not in the spotlight, but in the shadows. Alongside Solid Sunnnyi and a growing circle of volatile actors, he continued to file fraudulent copyright complaints, harass creators behind the scenes, and exploit YouTube's complaint systems. What emerged was not a creator seeking redemption, but a digital saboteur, a cautionary tale about what happens when platforms fail to enforce accountability in the face of addiction, mental instability, and rage. And the emergence of Judge Fefe, a new and terrifying player. As the situation worsened, a new and deeply troubling figure entered the scene, Judge Fefe. And though her name implies legal authority, Judge Fefe is no judge at all. She is a notorious figure in several sectors of YouTube, particularly the Latrice Allen sector, and where she has gained infamy for online harassment, doxing, impersonation, and psychological warfare. Judge Fefe's involvement began with an act of cruelty doxing Kari and Solid Sunny's own sister in a recorded incident, and Sunnyi pepper-sprayed Kari in the face. A moment of violence that pulled Judge Fefe out of the digital shadows and into public view, and court records paint a dark picture of Fefe's personal life. Labeled legally unfit to parent, she lost custody of her children after grotesque living conditions were uncovered, and including roaches discovered in her child's feeding tube. Legal documents, restraining orders, and mental health concerns surround her name. Yet in the digital world, and Judge Fefe has positioned herself as an enforcer, she has impersonated others in official communications and doxed innocent creators by releasing personal identifiers such as social security numbers and orchestrated false police reports, all under the guise of content creation. And one of her most disturbing acts involved impersonating the sister of Octavius Prime and contacting police in West Palm Beach to falsely report that Octavius was mentally unstable and armed near his elderly mother, an act of psychological terrorism disguised as public concern. And a coordinated network of deceit and violence together, Ken Nola, Solid Sunnnyi, and Judge Fefe have formed what some consider a digital crime ring, and their tactics include filing false DMCA strikes, submitting fraudulent privacy complaints, and instigating swatting attacks, manipulating law enforcement into emergency responses based on lies. These actions cross the line from online hostility into real-world criminality. And in many states, including Florida, such behavior could lead to felony charges involving misuse of emergency services, harassment across state lines, and cyberstalking. And despite being out on bond for physical assault, Solid Sunnnyi continues to engage in online harassment, bolstered by Judge Fefe's alleged direction. Together, they target channels and creators and families, bypassing YouTube's policies through impersonation and false identities. Resistance emerges the stand with Octavius Prime in the face of this darkness, and resistance has taken shape. Imherforite 74, a respected creator and mother from the same digital sector, recently came forward. She too was a victim of Judge Fefe's tactics, doxed and swatted and emotionally terrorized. Her family's safety was compromised, but rather than retreat, she chose to fight. She initiated legal action, others followed. Octavius Prime, and long targeted by this alliance, formally supported Imherfort 74 with a detailed letter documenting the shared pattern of abuse, fraud, and an impersonation at the hands of Judge Fefe and her associates. It marked the beginning of a new phase: collective accountability. The call for reform and platform responsibility and legal action. This isn't simply an expose of individual villains. It's a systemic warning. Platforms like YouTube must act. And reform is not optional, it's overdue. Legal takedown requests must be verified with identity checks and documented authorization. And impersonation in legal or safety-related reports should carry criminal consequences. Law enforcement agencies must be trained to identify patterns in digital harassment, swatting, and an abuse of emergency protocols. If these changes aren't implemented, predators will continue to exploit the system, not just to silence voices, but to ruin lives. Conclusion, and a digital battlefield, and the ones who still stand. What once was drama has transformed into a campaign of destruction. Ken Nola, Solid Sunnnyi, and Judge Fefe have blurred the lines between online content and criminal behavior, weaponizing platforms, abusing authority, and terrorizing individuals. But even in darkness, and figures like Octavius Prime, Kari Shina, and Imherfort 74 continue to rise. They endure, they fight, they refuse to be silenced. Theirs is not a story of victimhood, but of resistance. It is a call to conscience, to reform, and to solidarity. And in this fight, they do not stand alone.